Yay, we're live, right?
Hello, everybody. We are live.
Free!
For
What's
the
up?
Bridgerton. I always want to say he's the youngest, but he's not. That throws me off every time.
Hey.
For the it is weird that he's not the youngest, right? Because it's like the last book. So
on there.
It is weird that he's not the youngest, right? Because it's like the last book. So
On there.
Is that me?
he's not the youngest.
Wow.
It's not me.
Hold
on.
Book.
I don't think that's me either. Is that me?
Not me.
Somebody got their phone or something.
That's weird.
I don't think that's me either. I don't have anything else on, guys.
Okay.
Somebody got their phone or something.
Maybe I'll jump out and see if it's me.
It stopped.
Yep. You guys, no joke. I weird. Everything down. I was like, I know it's gonna be me. That was so weird. All right, that's fine.
All right.
Everybody. We're here to talk about Gregory with his beautiful step back.
That's so pretty.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's lucky.
love it. Can we talk about how this whole series is like sold out everywhere, and like the library wait for Duke and I for the audiobook is now 21 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's crazy.
And they have 7 and 8 audio at my library now after everyone's reading it and requesting it. They didn't when I was, but
Wow.
yeah. It is not Amazon. It was like available in 1 to 2 months. So
Oh, just to let you know, I had to go into Barnes and Nobles the other day, and I went in the morning when there was like hardly anybody there, and I had my mask on, and there was no copies there. Everything was gone from her.
wow.
Yeah. Not surprised.
Yeah,
It was number 4 on Amazon. So
Yeah.
Crazy.
Her publicity team is doing a really good job. Plus us.
Carrie, do you want to show your shirt before we get
Oh,
started?
yeah. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm really excited, you guys. I got my Penelope and Eloise Forever shirt. You guys can see that, okay? And I'm very excited. I don't know if you guys know the shop. There's a really cute shop that just popped up for it's Lady Whistledown XOXO, or is it XOXO Lady Whistledown?
XOXO Lady Whistledown. Yes.
XOXO Lady Whistledown. If you guys want cute Bridgerton merch, it's awesome. Do I have a promo code? Yes, I do. I'm so excited. It's BFR for Book for Romance, 15 OFF off. So if you guys want 15 off, shirts
What's
come
the
out to
shop?
like it's the XOXO Whistledown is her name of the shop. And she's got some really cute shirts. She's got hashtag My Simon. She's got the Penelope and Eloise Forever. She's got Peneloise. Did I buy 5 of those shirts? Yes, I did. Okay.
5? Really?
5? Okay. When am I ever going to find my girls' names mushed together? Like
Somebody has to take the credit card away from you, Carrie.
I know.
they're going to be like, okay, Carrie is cut off from these, but she's got other cute things. And I feel like she's going to do other series. So keep that shop in mind. And if you guys have any suggestions for her, I know she's open to them. So yeah.
Awesome.
I put
Let's
the
see if
link in the chat.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. I'm going to see if she will do like maybe Jess is saying on a shirt or something. We'll see what happens.
There's a lot more Bridgerton merch now online though. So
There is.
popular.
I remember way back in the beginning when there was maybe
There was
1 or 2
nothing.
shops I could find,
Yeah.
and now they're everywhere.
Everywhere.
But I feel like hers are actually cute ones. She's got some good colors. So hence maybe why I bought 5.
I want the one that lists all their names down. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I like that one too.
Yeah, she's got that one as well.
All right. Do we want to go around and say our rating for Gregory's book? The last one.
I'm kind of sad. It's the last one.
Oh my God, that stinks, right? We've been on this for like 8 weeks now. It's the last one. What are we gonna do, guys?
I'm
Jen,
sure we can think of
it'd be really sad not to have me around.
Yes, you go first.
I go first. Okay, I gave it 5 stars. I really liked it. That's all I'll say. Natasha.
I gave it a.
Serious.
I give it a 4. I give it a 4-star.
Wow, I'm surprised. I gave it a 5. I think this is my first 5. Is this my first 5 or was 6 my first 5? I don't know, but I gave it a 5. I liked it a lot.
Mine's not that high. Mine's more like a 3.9.
Really?
3.9.
3.9, Carrie.
All the drama.
Didn't make a difference to me. I know. I got reasons, but it's okay. That's where it made it for me.
Okay.
I give it a 3.5. I am like the lone dissenter on this one. Yeah.
I'm shocked.
I know. There was just something about, well, I mean, we could talk about it, but yeah, it was not my favorite, and it's nothing against like the writer. I think Julie Quinn's amazing, and I think the writing style is there, and the banter was there. I just couldn't get into Gregory's like insta love, like how he like loved Hermione, and then he's like, oh, I don't love her anymore. I love you, and I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Alicia. It felt a little insta-lovey for me, but I don't know. Like that could be unpopular opinion right there.
Yeah, no, I think I have like the unpopular opinion for sure. Like, if we're, you know.
But yeah, go ahead, Jess. You go.
Well, so like he loved love. Like he's like, all of my siblings are in love. I want love. So he like sees someone he thinks is like the one because like she seems like it. I don't think he necessarily loved Hermione. And
like he thought he loved her but didn't love her, maybe.
I think he loved the idea of her. It didn't even say that in it. Like he liked the idea of loving Hermione, but he didn't know her. So
and if maybe he would have like drawn that out and explained that a little bit more, then my rating would have been shot way up, because for me it was just like a very not smooth transition, like, and I think that's why the rating dropped for me a little bit, like for that transition.
But I think there was a lot of like, I'm in love, I'm out of love. Even like Hermione was like, I love my secretary guy, and then all of a sudden she's like, no, now I love Richard, and I'm like, wow, I'm getting a little whiplash from the amount of.
I didn't mind that. I didn't mind that so much. I kind of like that she was like fickle, like she didn't know what she was going to do next. Like, because there's some girls that are like that. Like, oh, I love you. Just kidding, I love you. Oh, just kidding, I love you.
Yeah, I mean that's just my opinion.
Were you surprised when Hermione ended up marrying Lucy's brother?
Yeah, that came out of left field. That came out of
threw me for a loop. I was like, wait, I had to go back a couple of pages. I was like, wait a minute, did I miss something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to know what they were doing in that little plant room that they were in.
So, I think they were almost being compromised.
Mm-hmm.
There had to be like
her
hair was disheveled, and the way Kate was like, you need to get married now. I feel like she was trying to sneak away. Like it seemed like she was trying to like undercover get out of there, and Kate was like, oh no.
It could have been more interesting. It would have been more interesting if they had like some previous like encounter. You know what I mean? Like if there was like a history there behind Lucy's back, I think it would have made it a little bit more interesting and less like, where did that come from? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Love how much Kate was there though, especially with that scene too.
Yeah. And she was referred to as like Mrs. Bridgerton. Like if she was taking like the mother's role, like she was like the hierarchy of the family, it almost seemed like in this book. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how she stepped into that role.
I like seeing Anthony like being kind of grumpy, because you know I love grumpy Anthony, but when the way in the beginning to Gregory, he's like, what are you doing? Like you're just floating along. You know, I like grumpy Anthony, and then he makes like the little social obligation comment, which I totally love, is in this book. And so I like seeing Anthony. I like seeing Kate. As far as like a series wrap up goes, I like seeing those characters come back, and then Colin and Hyacinth coming back towards the end. I like seeing them coming back. But
Colin was fun.
Yeah.
How we helped him and like sat out in the tree with him at the wedding.
Yeah. I thought that was cute. I like seeing Hyacinth come in being so protective of Gregory. Like how she was so, you know, mean to Lucy.
Well, she kind of took over. She set that whole thing up. She was like, you're coming with me. I'm tearing your dress. I'm going to get you guys some private time. And you're going to come in at this time. And she was just like the expert.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Julie Quinn didn't make Hyacinth as like a Lady Whistledown too. Like,
I was thinking the same thing. Agreed.
She would have totally pulled that off.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did we?
Penelope, right? I don't. No.
No.
Remember her. That would have been
What
great.
did we think of the like blackmail scheme?
Yeah.
I thought it added to like the angst of it because like they couldn't be together for a good reason. It wasn't a stupid reason.
There had to be a reason, yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of called it though. I was like, the uncle's pushing really too hard. I don't think it's the dad. I'm like, it's got to be the uncle. Like, I could see like, why would you push if someone had passed away?
Right.
And I get it though, because you don't want like the treason with the king. But I'm like, he's pushing way too hard for it to be like your dad who passed away. It's got to be something personal.
So when Gregory rushed and tried to stop the wedding, was anybody else's feelings hurt? I mean, mine were kind of hurt that, you know, it didn't play out the way I wanted it to. I wanted, you know, her to be like, yes, I'll marry you instead and sweep me off my feet.
Yeah.
Right. Like somehow, like, I thought it was interesting that he kept coming back. Like, I don't know. I feel like if a guy got rejected, he would be like,
he loves her.
It's love.
Yeah, head over heels.
In the love. Don't break Jess's heart. Love. Like,
I do this one where Lee's favorite trope is like, I can't tell you. And she couldn't tell him for the longest time.
Right.
Yeah. Which was a little frustrating.
Yeah. I agree.
To the point that then he like locks her in the bathroom.
That was tied her up.
I'm like, really, dude? You're really gonna tie her up to what do you call it? A water cooler or something?
Water closet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I thought that was pretty hilarious.
I wish though that like the guy that she was supposed to marry would have stepped in and said like, no, you're in love. Like, don't marry me.
Right.
Yeah.
No, he was trying to get out of scandal though. Like he needed to be like where it wasn't his fault because he was hiding
his secret.
Right. He needed to be like he had no
Did he have a scandal though? Wasn't it just like they just needed him to get married? I don't think there was a scandal. Was there?
Right. No,
I think he was in love with the
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I don't think did anybody know that? I don't think
Gregory did because Gregory said like, oh, the way that like Gregory said it made me think that it was like a common secret. The way he was like, you're gonna marry him. So maybe the dad just didn't want the scandal and he wanted the heir. What was super gross was when the uncle said,
you're gonna have hair anyways.
Yes.
I was like, ooh.
No.
She got
no
real quick. Yeah.
That went dark real
fast.
Was that common?
What? You're like a rush to get him married. Everyone knows.
Yeah.
But
then when he said like, even if you don't have a baby with the Lord, then you can have it with the dad. Right. And I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
That's rather that like the Lord would happen if he was friends with Gregory.
Yeah.
No, what creeped me out was when the uncle said, you're going to consummate the marriage tonight and I'm going to watch and make sure.
Oh, yeah. But that used to happen
a lot.
Yeah, that back in that day, didn't people watch? Like they did watch
royalty, especially. Yeah.
Right.
That's freaky.
And they want to see like the blood on seats, no?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And make sure it was legit.
Yeah.
Well, they weren't going to find that with her because she did with Gregory beforehand. She took care of her flower beforehand.
Natasha's euphemism.
We have to close on that. We have to, we can't have a final show without Natasha's flower comment.
I'm so glad I could provide that little.
Our first live show. We're bringing it full circle, right?
Bringing it full circle. Yeah.
I feel like though, because that was all of our first lives, like we need to go back and watch the first live of our first live and watch it now and like
we've gotten so many views since the show came out. It's up to like 4,000 now.
That's
wow.
Really?
Yeah. That's crazy. That's
insane. Famous now, so that's a new one. She's on Oprah. So.
I just can't believe it. I can't believe it's over. I can't believe it's. So out of all of these books, I want to know what you can only pick one, and I want to know what your favorite is out of all 8.
Oh.
1.
That was my least favorite. Out of all.
I don't know. I loved it. I loved Simon and Daphne. I think the scandal and all the drama made it really top for me. It's still bringing out the juice.
That was my least favorite too. Was 1. That was my least favorite.
Really?
6 is mine. So there we go. Sir Philip
too.
Sir Philip 5.
Oh wait, yeah. Whatever Sir Philip. He's the one where he married
Eloise.
Yes. There we go. Yep. Sorry, I mixed it. Yep.
We have a lot of Anthony and Philip fans. Oh, we do have a romance in Bridgerton.
I think Sir Philip is my favorite too.
Yeah.
Really? Philip's my number 2.
Which one?
When he was Wicked is number 1 for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that number 3?
Yeah. That's number 6.
6.
6 is good.
And that's Francesca.
Mm-hmm.
Francesca, yeah.
I love the pining.
So, I mean, Philip's character.
I feel alone right now in the Duke and I.
You're the only one.
I know.
Did you say what yours was?
That's book 1.
I liked Eloise and I liked Francesca and I liked Anthony, but Anthony was probably my favorite because you know I like and now that I've seen his tushy in the show, I'm even more like on Team Anthony. You know.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I can't wait to talk about the show. Just we won't get on it yet, but yeah, just because we saw it.
You know, the books, there was not one that I hated, right? There was not one, like, sometimes in a series, there's one that you're like, I had to read this book so that I could get to the next one.
Right.
And I didn't feel that way at all.
No.
I mean, there were definitely
favorite, though. Not that you hated, but the one that you would just have been like, I could
have Colin. I'm so sorry to all the Colin and Penelope people. I am so sorry.
We were expecting more, I think.
I think
that was it. Yeah. I think I went into it with too much hype.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And like I think that was the problem with it. But it was probably my least favorite, and then probably this one.
This one?
Yeah, those two were probably my Colin and Gregory were probably my 2 that I would probably not read again. Like I would read the other ones again, but these 2 I would probably not read again. I'd skip them.
Book 7 is my favorite. The one we did last week.
So I really hope that they make a season for each book, because I kind of feel like we have these 8 books, and now I want to see all 8 in action.
Mm-hmm.
So
now y'all can read the second epilogue.
Oh, I'm gonna read those. They're on the list. Yeah.
Yeah. So when are you guys gonna tackle those? Because I just ended up reading them as I was going. Because with the audiobook, you know, they just kept going. So
I'll probably start those next week.
Yeah.
Because I do want to read this, because I think it'd be interesting, only because I mean, Julia Quinn has this knack for writing prologues that I feel like she reached her hand in my chest and ripped my heart out. So now I really want to see how she wraps it up in the second epilogue.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, but that reminds me, in Gregory's epilogue, the first one, it's like she's just popping out 9 kids. And then I went out for a walk and came back, and there they were. And I was just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. 9.
It gives you heart palpitations, that second epilogue. You're
9?
like,
the second, it is good. It's really good. And the second epilogue, I think, comes full circle to like how Anthony was you need a path. And in the second epilogue it's there. And that That I did like, but if the second epilogue wasn't part of the original book and I had to wait to read that, I would have been like, oh, dude, really? What are you doing, Gregory?
Right.
You're just hanging out being the fourth son of the Viscount, or, you know, like, what are you really doing? Like,
right.
I don't know what the fourth son of that kind of, if Benedict's complaining that he's the second son, what is the fourth son doing?
Right.
I don't know.
The epilogues were free on Amazon. I don't know if they still are, but it was a couple weeks ago.
It was, yes.
I think all of my books had them except for one. One of them didn't have it. I don't remember which one, but all the rest of them did because I marked it off. So.
Oh, and that's in the first book. The second epilogue talks about Simon's dad's letters, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's some good stuff in there. You guys, I wish I would have held off on the second epilogue just so I could like hear what happened, like as a bridge to all of them.
Yeah.
I know. But now I'm thinking about the show.
I got them.
Yeah. Yeah. Did Sir Philip have one? Did it have a second epilogue?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't think I read it though. I have the older copy of it and I didn't read it yet. Because some of mine had them and some of them didn't. So I have to read that Happily Ever After and then I have to go back and figure out which one it is. Apparently it did. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I was thinking to myself, like, I probably didn't know it. Yes, about Amanda. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, then yeah, I think I did. That sounds familiar. Did anyone else feel like reading them back to back? So do you think, since we read all of them like back to back to back, was that good? Or would you have chosen to read them as they came out if you were the author, right?
I think it was great to read them back to back because you don't have that lapse in time where, you know, you kind of lose interest just because time goes by as it naturally does. I really enjoyed being able to go from one Bridgerton to the next and being able to kind of have a picture of all of them together in my head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Get excited for the next book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we see everyone else likes reading them back to back too. Yay.
I do want to reread them. I think I would like Anthony's book more, especially after the show, because I loved him in the show and I didn't really like his book, but I think I'll like it more now.
Right.
So,
I have to admit, I like characters that I could put like faces to. Like now when I'm going to read these, if I do reread them again, I'll envision whoever they casted.
True.
Yeah.
I didn't really have that connection until 7 and 8.
Right.
Yes. And I'm interested to see how they could do that with Gregory and Hyacinth. They're so little. I think that was also my problem with Gregory, is that I kept looking at him as this child. And granted, there is time in between. And I do think she tried to make, I talk way too much with my hands. I think she tried to make him not as much of a child, because she did say like, oh, he's moved out and, you know, he's doing whatever it is. So I do think she tried, but I still kept looking at him as like, you know, you're this 10-year-old child throwing peas at someone else. So
yeah,
I was wondering, I mean, are they going to do a show a season? Because that's 7 years from now. It's going to be Hyacinth's book.
Wow.
I mean, I guess we'd have to, you know, I mean, who knows? I mean, the way they did this one, it's just, you know, it is just this book. So I don't know. I'm excited to talk about it, though. We'll talk about it on the.
Do we want to give away our last special book that we have?
Ooh, you guys. This book.
The one that we've been keeping a secret?
Ooh.
I don't have a pen, so can you guys write down the winners? Because I have no pen here.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
I don't have a pen either, guys.
I don't have a pen either. Alicia's got it.
I have a pen.
One of us has it.
We can make it work.
So,
I don't know.
you guys want to know what the book is that I'm dying for?
Oh, wait a minute. How does Jacqueline know they have the sets booked for 7 seasons? How do you know this? What is your inside goal? Like,
are you stalking the Bridgertons?
Yeah. Like,
They have the sets booked for 7 seasons. Wow.
Wow.
This might happen.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that happening.
Yeah, I think that's gonna and same. Do you think Hyacinth will be the same thing?
Oh, the Brazil fans.
Or
the time jump.
The Brazil.
Are they going to jump for
They are diehard.
Yeah, the Brazil Julia Quinn fans.
Why? I wonder why it's so big in Brazil. Does anybody know why it's so popular over there?
You know what though? Brazil is really big with SJ Mass too. So I feel like they're just really into maybe romance over there.
It's interesting. I wonder if maybe that was like where the first like Spanish or Portuguese, I don't know, like set of books. Well, maybe it was.
I know they have the cutest covers.
Advertised big there.
Their covers are cute.
Yeah.
They have nice covers.
Yeah, you should see their. I think it was their Colty cover from MZ. Really, I loved it. Sorry, that's totally different.
Okay. No. Now we're on a tangent. Okay, the book. What you got,
guys? Come on. All right, the book is a beautiful signed copy.
Oh my god!
Signed copy of Minx, you guys.
This is
like the Holy Grail. That's stuff.
Yeah.
Holy
I want
Grail.
that book so bad. I can't find it.
Yeah,
and
it took a while.
Happy reading, Julia. So this
is the fact that it's a big one.
We have 2 more, but this is like right here. So how are we doing this? Jessica, it's your channel. Do you want to pick?
Sure. Yeah. So go ahead and just go in the comments. US only.
Yeah. Heart, kisses, what XOXO, whatever you guys want to put in there. But honestly, if you win this book, feel free to send it to me.
They're comments.
Track down the mail and steal it.
Right. Because I'm telling you what, it's one thing to find Minx, it's another to get the author to sign Minx. Like,
yeah,
like, we're gonna have a 1 of 1.
Perfect.
And then let's see.
It was $5.50 when it first came out.
Now you can't find it.
But now that it's signed, it's like going to be worth $200.
Don't sell it if you win it.
Printing.
Yeah, do not sell.
All right, I'm gonna pick this person.
Yay!
Yay! Congratulations!
Congrats!
Message Chris.
Yep.
He won Minx. Okay.
We have 2 other.
Do you want to do another one, or do you want to do one in the
one now? And
Okay,
one more, guys.
Someone else can take this one.
Still a signed copy of a book, so that's
because
awesome.
of Miss Bridgerton. This one's also signed. Beautiful face.
So gorge.
Who wants this one?
Laura won the book, so message Chris.
Wait, what?
Wait, what? Laura, you won.
You won. Message Chris on Instagram.
Oh, how cute.
The one we've been holding out to do a giveaway for, Laura. You just won it.
All right, someone else pick this one.
We got 2 minutes, guys, and we got a surprise on my channel. So come on, let's go. Do it.
Jess can pick again.
I'm picking again.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
It is going to be
Simone. Hey. You guys, there's a surprise on Chris's channel, and I've been losing sleep over it. Like, I'm dying to know what the surprise is.
Guys, it's gonna be epic. Like, get ready, because y'all about to start screaming up in here in like about.
But we're going to talk Bridgerton first. We're going to talk Bridgerton.
We're talking Bridgerton first.
Yeah. I didn't make all those notes for nothing. We have to talk about this show.
So if people didn't know, we are moving to Chris's channel to talk about the show since things have to say PG-13 here. We're moving over to her channel. It is linked down below, the link to the live show. So it was fun chatting about On the Way to the Wedding. Yes. We're going to go over to Chris's channel. So we'll see you guys.
So don't go far. Go get a drink and meet us over there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get a beverage. We'll see you there.
If you want a giveaway, message Chris on Instagram.
Yes.
All right, guys. Click over.
Okay. We'll see you.
Link down below.
2 minutes.
Bye.
All right. Let me see. How do I do this?